the hook, Cap. Come or don't come. When we get back, you owe me one.
Thunder 5, ready. 4 on the floor. Punch it.
Thunder 1, reporting in. I'm not showing anything on my scanners either, Thunder 4.
I've got 9. No, 10. 10 squads coming in on Sector 8.
They're towing me with a Prigium beam. I need support right away.
Worry about me. Save the Cap.
No, Skit! No!
Yes, Commander Clef? Captain Muse is here now. Commander Clef will see you now, Captain.
Captain Muse, reporting for duty, sir.
It's like an orchestra. A symphony. The constant ebb and flow of the universe. Balance and imbalance. A cosmic dance. That is why the space station was named the Symphony 1. It's a celebration of the uniting of entire galaxies under one union, one order, free. And this central hub is the monument to that union, that united ideal. It is pilots like you, Captain Muse, that help keep that ideal intact, alive.
Commander, I would like to bring up formal charges on pilots D.O. and Nef-Nepa for insubordination. They vagrantly disregarded my orders, and that failure to comply with my orders resulted in another pilot's death.
On the contrary, Captain. They were under strict orders to ensure one pilot stayed alive. And while the loss of one of the United Galaxy's finest is always tragic, pilots D.O. and Nef-Nepar have very much carried out their orders.
What pilot, sir? Who?
You, Captain!
I don't understand, sir. Why? Why me?
You were born on Palermis and moved to Kothku, a mining colony in the Barella Belt. At the age of 12, you were formally charged with crimes of theft. You spent 2 years in detention, where, it seems, you took the time to pursue more academic studies. After you served your time, your parents enrolled you in the Strillian Institution for Tech and Engineering. There, you graduated with honors. While away at the academy, you lost both of your parents to a Domanian raid. Later, you joined the United Galaxies Academy. There, you quickly excelled in the piloting program. You graduated at the top of your class, setting school records for speed and marksmanship.
I am honored that you even took the time to review my comm file, Commander, but I fail to see what this has to do with the loss of one pilot and the risk put to the safety of my squadron.
You joined the Space Division, where you flew scores of combat missions, including Boldaris Front, Trident, where you received the Kalpa Corps Medal, and Ten Vista, where, in the Aldmerin Dawn battle, you received the White Nova Medal, both for valor and bravery in the field, above and beyond the call of duty. In the Aldmerin battle, you were aboard the Priya Nova heavy cruiser, which was destroyed in a Domanian surprise attack, while you were able to jettison the ship before the destruction. You were out in deep space for 3 months before a United Galaxies rescue team could get to you. The mental strains you endured were highly noted, and displayed incredible courage. Your impeccable performance in the fleet, both tactically and technically, combined with your overall life set, makes you a prime candidate for one of the United Galaxy's most important missions, possibly of the war.
Yes, but Wait, what? What mission, sir?
This is the next codec mission, Captain. I needn't tell you that this mission is of the highest level, and to be kept in the strictest of confidence.
Next codec, sir? Yes, of course.
Should you choose to accept this mission, you will be on immediate assignment. I must make mention that the UG's decision to give you a choice in taking or declining the mission has never been given before. Your previous experience in the Pre-Nova battle and in deep space warranted it by the Council. Of course, none of the mission details can be divulged to you unless you have accepted the mission. What say you now, Captain?
I'm better off alone. I accept.
Captain, speaking freely, you have my deepest, profound respect on behalf of the United Galaxies and all of its people. I thank you. Shall we begin?
What's the debrief, Commander?
In 808E1, deep space transmissions known as Sonic Funk penetrated United Galaxy space. These transmissions were unlike anything we had received before. The transmissions were of a tonal quality that were very moving, very deep, very intense. The music had a profound effect on anyone who listened to it. When anyone listened to the music, it took over people's emotions, bended their wills into thinking, doing, and acting out whatever the emotional content of the music was. It took over their very minds. It was unlike anything we had ever heard. The sheer control by emitting these waves had dangerous implications if fallen into the wrong hands. This music from these aliens could take over the universe.
Darman!
Precisely, Captain. The transmissions were picked up coming out of Outer Magus 010, which means it had passed through Domanian space before it had got to us. If the Domanians picked up those transmissions and discovered the power they possess, it could spell disaster for us. The war, the whole of the United Galaxy Alliance. This is why we are sending an elite team to go find this alien band making this sonic funk and bring them back. The fate of the United Galaxy Alliance, nay, the universe, depends upon it. You, Captain, are leading that mission.
Does this alien band... do we know if they have a name?
They call themselves BODYLINE. Our analysts can only presume that the name is a reference to a communication link between two bodies via music. And music, it would seem, Captain, is their highest form of communication and expression. This you-know-me grid is hard-lined with all the details of the mission. It is vibed to you, and you only. It is imperative it does not fall into the wrong hands. Captain, let me introduce you to your crew. You can send the first one in.
Sir, a Domanian.
Stand down, Captain. Captain, this is Chief Head Pug. Chief Head Pug is the heavy weapons harrier for the Dreadrock Division. And while most of his missions are classified, he has fought in the Gen campaign in Altrice and the Bol Gao submission. He also rallied a charge in the Holcomb campaign on the Just Moons, where he received the One Sun Medal. He crippled a Domanian Compre cruiser off of Ceylon, which ended in the holding of the 3 attack.
A Domanian, though, Commander. I thought they never broke from their blood oath.
Part of that oath involves an ancestry pact. But the Domanian Corps ordered a raid on his clan and wiped out all his kin before he was of age to perform the ceremony. After the raid, he rescinded the planet's core objective and swore eternal vengeance against the Domanian machine. And the best way he could fulfill that was by joining the United Galaxies.
He hasn't given his blood oath yet.
He hasn't given his blood oath yet.
Yet?
Yet. You see, freeing himself from Domanian ties allows him to blood oath with what, or with whom, he chooses. The bulk of the Domanian culture is based on pacts, oaths, and contracts. By leaving all that, he is free to act, and think, do as he chooses. Now he has proven himself one of the biggest assets the United Galaxy's front has seen. And he is going with you, Captain.
What clan was he in?
The Death Head clan.
Death Head?
Yes, Captain. And he is the last of them. And their kind.
Does he talk?
He can speak, but only speaks Namani. But he very much understands Universal. And what we are saying. You can send the next one in.
Whoa, who brought the walking asteroid? Officer Brady. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Breedy. Officer Breedy is a 10th level Magent Tech. His comm files portfolio ranges everything from basic mechanical to X-Cleus manipulation.
Ayo, Captain, it's an honor to work with you.
He has designed several orb cores, one of which is being used on this very station. In the field, his unit was part of the Red Arrow Division. Sweeping through the Chaos Ring in 10 Vista, he quickly became Division Magent Tech with extreme talent and speed, and was credited as a major influence on winning the campaign.
Just got those ships up faster than they were coming down is all.
So, you're a Grecian. I've heard Grecians have a natural technical ability.
Well, we always say our hands are better than two, and our antennae help us to detect certain wave patterns you humans can't. But we all don't have the gift, that's for sure.
Captain, let me introduce you to the third member of your team, and the only non-military member of the crew.
Are you serious, Commander? I mean...
Fabrin Fradrak, also known as Fab 5 Freddy.
With the obvious importance placed on this mission, I fail to see how a Viso DJ has any place in this crew.
On the contrary, Captain. The very term Viso stems from the words vision and sound. A Viso DJ deals with a complex blend of visual elements and sound waves. They manipulate waveforms on an array of levels, and can shape sound, blending and splitting in complex patterns. The entire mission's premise is based on the find of new sound. An expert in this field, from this mission's perspective, would not only prove to be an asset, but very necessary in a successful outcome. And he's going with you, Captain.
Excuse me, Commander. Is there a problem here?
Captain Muse is concerned over the merits a Viso DJ would bring to this mission.
Well, maybe you should remind the captain that you guys contacted me. You dig? Listen, Moon Honey, I've spent countless hours training these ears. I can tell every instrument on a track and know whether it's used or synthetic. I can tell you if a player had a cold that day or is babying a sore finger. I can also split any frequency I hear and manipulate them into several layers. I don't just play music, I feel music. And while you're just hearing it, I'm seeing it, in color and motion. Let me ask you something, Solar Sister. What kind of music do you listen to?
Well, I listen to, everything.
Well, I listen to so much music that I'm not even into music. It's gone beyond that. I'm into sound. I need it, crave it. Something new, something different. And this gig, this mission, is the chance of a lifetime.
Look at it this way, Cap. We'll have the best music a military mission has ever had.
You put the engine in the air. I'll put the engine in your ear. You dig?
I fear we've gotten off to a bad start, Mr. Fradrak. I'm merely trying to understand every facet of this mission, and that includes my crew and their specific roles.
Hey, Cap, call me Fab 5. It was all crazy when I heard it too. I just didn't think when I agreed to all this, I'd spend the next 6 months off the grid with the Galaxy Guard. Bit of a lifestyle change. You feel me?
We are going to be together for some time, Mr. Fradrak. Away from your lifestyle. You're going to handle that. Do you feel me?
I'm in, Cap. I'm in. I wouldn't miss this for the galaxy.
Sir? Commander?
At ease, Captain. I almost forgot about one of your most elusive crew members. This is a Civ, Captain. Found on the planet of Grombom Grovi, in the QE Abyss. A Civ is a part of one collective being, but somehow maintains a separate conscious. Their makeup is of some kind of gelatinous energy, as far as our scientists could put together. They can take the form of any shape they choose.
I can see that.
Their energetic makeup allows them to absorb everything around them and store it in their memory. But they can also play back everything they have stored. Uninhibited, unbiased, and in perfect detail. And because they are made of an energy, they can also meld with any of our systems, including your You-Know-Me grid, Captain. The perfect eyes and ears for gathering intel. United Galaxies made contact with the Civ Collective on 448, and the Collective Conscious decided that working with the United Galaxies was in the Civ's best interest on 4416. The Civ have a unique relationship with the United Galaxies Council. Being a collective entity, the UGC deems the Civ with the same weight and voice as an entire planetary race.
So what do I call him? Does he, have a name?
You call him Civ. Captain, there is only one other member of your crew that you have not yet met, and that is Chief Head Psi Med Officer Blix 182. You are to take your crew to the Psi Med level of the Symphony 1. The exact location is on your You-Know-Me grid. There, you will also be picking up some requisitions that he will debrief you and your team on.
And after that we're supposed to?
After that, you and your crew will proceed to Hangar 8, where you will board your ship. Again. Your mission starts now, Captain.
You heard the commander. This is it. Let's move out.
Let's do this.
The military never slows down, Cap. After you.
Sir, one last thing. The ship, what's her name?
Oh, of course. The Riff Runner.